Valencia Marathon, Sunday, December 6th, live on FloTrack, featuring Jordan Hasay, who will be racing her first marathon since the Olympic trials. And look, given the situation in the world right now, who knows when the next chance she will get to run a major marathon. We know all the spring ones have been pushed to the fall. She did not qualify for the Olympics. So this is an opportunity she's going to want to take full advantage of. And I like Hasay in this position because she comes in with virtually very little pressure. This isn't a Boston where she's the featured athlete, Chicago, where all eyes are on her. Her 2:20:57 is the 8th best PR in this entire field. It is that deep. Also in this field is Jocelyn Jepkosky, who is a New York City Marathon champion. So if you are ranking these by PRs and major accomplishments, Hasay is well down on the list, which I think is a good position to be in after coming off of that high pressure situation from the trials. I don't know how healthy she is, but this is, again, a rare opportunity to compete in a marathon right now. What do you see as her kind of over-under for this race in Valencia?
Well, before I get to that, I want to pose a question. So I kind of look at Jordan Hasay and Galen Rupp kind of in the same timeline, right? They both Salazar athletes, both went to Oregon, and both have incredible like media coverage of them compared to their competitors. Like even when they lose, the media asks them about them losing. They don't ask the other person about them winning, right? Because Jordan was doing it in high school, going to the trials. Galen was doing it in high school. Like it was just always about them. And whenever they go to a race, the race doesn't become. It's not the race. It becomes the Jordan Hasay attempt, the Galen Rupp attempt, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like if every time you're racing on U.S. soil, like there's just like so much spotlight, I feel like maybe eventually it can kind of like when you have that constantly, and then you're able to go to a race overseas where you're going to have none of it, where you're just going to be she's just going to be another runner. No one is going to ask her for long interviews. No one is going to put a camera in her face right after she crosses the finish line. She's not going to have to do long press availability, this and the other. I think the reason why Galen Rupp ran his fastest time in Prague, and I think the reason why Jordan is trying to go to Valencia to run this time is I think it's like a way of, escaping the world that they've been in for their entire running career and be able to just only think about running and not have to think about, I am Jordan Hasay. I need to do what people expect Jordan Hasay to do. She could be like, hey, I'm just going for a run. I think Galen, same way. He can just be Galen Rupp and he can just be himself and not have to be the Galen Rupp with the Nike logo and all that good stuff. So I think, like you said, this is a great environment for her to be just away from everything. The same way it was a great environment for Galen. That's where he ran his PR in Prague, overseas. And I think she can run fast. I think she wouldn't do it if she wasn't healthy. She's probably healthy, right? She just ran a half marathon. And yeah, I think she's going to run well. And I think a big factor is she gets to like be by herself.